Hello viewers, this is Mahantesh Bapri. Welcome to this video, dear teachers, friends and students. So here it is a beautiful poem which can teach us so many things what we lose in our life. So it's a very wonderful and it's a inspirational poem written by Richard Henry Stoddard. So name of the poem is It Never Comes Again. It Never Comes Again, written by Richard Henry Stoddard. So what never comes again? Youth. There are three stages in our life: childhood, youth and old age. So youth never comes in our life again. No doubt both the three stages never come in our life. Still, youth is very important in everybody's life. So in that stage only we can do so many things because we have strength in that age. So that is what the poet gives more importance on youth. So before we start this present poem, let's study about the poet Richard Henry Stoddard. So dear children, still if you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel by pressing red colored subscribe button which is on your screen. So ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ತಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕೆಂಪು ಬಣ್ಣದ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಎಂದು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಬಟನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ನಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಕ್ಷಣಾರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ಹೊಸ ರೀತಿಯ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನ ತಾವು ಸಹಜವಾಗಿ ಉಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಗಾಗಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So thank you dear children for subscribing. If possible, give like because it can encourage and support me to prepare such videos. So let's continue with the study of our study about the poet. Dear children, please open your textbook, page number 160. About the poet, Richard Henry Stoddard was born on July 2nd, 1825. So he was born on July 2nd, 1825. Who? Richard Henry Stoddard. He became a blacksmith and later an iron molder. So basically he worked as blacksmith and iron molder. Blacksmith ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಂಬಾರನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕಬ್ಬಿಣವನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ರಿಚರ್ಡ್ ಹೆನ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟೋಡಾರ್ಡ್. Reading a lot of poetry at the same time. Still in that time he read, or during that time he read so many poems, which poems influenced him and made him poet from blacksmith and our iron molder. ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಕವಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಕವಿತೆಗಳು. In 1849 he gave up his industrial trades. So he stopped his work as blacksmith and iron molder in 1849 and began to write for living. He became full-time poet there. His poetical work is sincere. So his views are very sincere and original. He do not copy or imitate others. And marked by delicate fancy. We find imagination, fancy in that work and felicity of form. Simple form we can find. Simple word sentences. His songs have been given him high and permanent place among American lyric poets. Basically, he was from America and his poems gave high and permanent shape in American poems. So, ಅವರು 1825 ಜುಲೈ 2 ಜನಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಂಬಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಕಬ್ಬಿಣವನ್ನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು 1849ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಆ ಕೈಗಾರಿಕಾ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಬ್ಬ ಕವಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ಅವರ ಕವಿತೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮೂಲ ಮತ್ತು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ಪನಾತ್ಮಕ ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಣಬಹುದು. ಅವರ ಹಾಡುಗಳು ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಕವಿತಾ ಸಾಹಿತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಕೊಡುಗೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪೋಯಮ್? ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಅಬೌಟ್ within few sentences. So as we know that there are three main important stages in our life: childhood, youth, and old age. So in childhood we will learn so many things. So what we learned in childhood, we use them in our youth, and in old age what we do, just spending time, that's it. So youth is the best period in human life. Youth is the best period, means teenage or youth period is best period in everybody's life. ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಏನದಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ವೀಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸ್ವೀಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸುಮಧುರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ. It fills a person with the dreams. In that age only we can see dream, because we have strength in that age. ಕನಸುಗಳನ್ನು ಕಾಣ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ. One should make the best use of one's youth. So we have to take best use of that youth. We should not waste our time in idle works. ಮೈಗಳತನದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ವಯಸ್ಸು ಹಾಳಾಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. So we have to take best use, because when it is gone, if it is gone wasting in time and tide, or we can say work, much of one's strength is gone. Our strength will be gone in waste things. So ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಬದುಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದು ಸುಮಧುರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದು ಕನಸುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಯುಗ, ಕನಸುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅದು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಅದು ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯೂತ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್? ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರೆಫರ್ಸ್ ಟು ಯೂತ್, ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. So let's read. Dear children, please open your textbook, page number It Never Comes Again, written by Richard Henry Stoddard. There are gains for all our losses, there are balms for all our pain, but when youth, the dream departs, it takes something from our hearts and it never comes again. We are stronger and are better under manhood's sterner reign. Still we feel that something sweet followed youth, the flying feet, and will never come again. Something beautiful is vanished, and we sigh for it in vain. We behold it everywhere, on the earth and in the air, but it never comes again. So here the poet warns us that take best use of our youth. So poet says there are gains for all our warms. We can, if we lose anything, we can gain it, we can earn it. Every lost thing can be earned. ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಗಳಿಸಬಹುದು. We can fulfill that loss by working hard or having aim or earning money or something. ಕಳೆದುಕೊಂಡದನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. There are balms for our pain. So we can get balms for our pain. So every pain has got its own balm. BALM balm ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಲಾಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗುಣವಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಔಷಧಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನೋವಿಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಟ್ಟಿಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ನೋವಿಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇದೆ, ಔಷಧಿ ಇದೆ. But when youth, the dream departs. When youth departs, dream also departs. Depart means go away. When youth goes away from us, dream also goes away from us. ವಯಸ್ಸು ಯಾವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅವಾಗ ಕನಸುಗಳಿರ್ತವೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ, ಶಕ್ತಿ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. So please underline, when youth, the dream departs. What figures of speech is it? It is metaphor. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? ರೂಪಕ ಅಲಂಕಾರ. ರೂಪಕ ಅಲಂಕಾರ, ರೂಪಕ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. So metaphor means here youth is compared to dream. Youth ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ dream. Here comparison is understood. Comparison is implied. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಗೂಢವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Youth is compared to dream. Youth departs, dream also departs. Please underline, if it is asked what figures of speech is it, then write it as metaphor. It takes something from our hearts. So if it departs, it means youth departs. It takes some, not only something, it takes everything from us. ಅದು ಕೆಲವು ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರುವಾಗನೇ, ವಯಸ್ಸಿರುವಾಗನೇ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. And it never comes again. What never comes again? Youth never comes again. Strength will go away. Then time will go away. Dream will go away. Everything will go away from us. And once youth will go away, everything will go away. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. We are stronger and better when in youth, or we can say during youth we are stronger and we are better because we have strength. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಲಶಾಲಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Under manhood's sterner reign, we can reign up, we can control anything in that youth. Or during that youth we can control anything. ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Still we feel that something sweet, that youth is sweet, that youth is beautiful, we can say. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಸುಮಧುರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Followed by youth with flying feet. So in youth or during youth time, we can fly like birds, we can blossom like flowers. ನಾವು ಯೌವನಾವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳಂತೆ ಹಾರಬಹುದು, ಹೂವಿನಂತೆ ಅರಳಬಹುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕನಸುಗಳು ಇರ್ತವೆ. And will never come again. That if once it is gone, will never come again. ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಇದು ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Something beautiful is vanished. If youth has gone, everything that is beautiful in our life will go away. ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾನಿಶ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And we sigh for it in vain. We sigh means long deep breath showing disappointment. ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿರಾಶೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. We sigh up or we sigh in vain. ನಿಟ್ಟುಸಿರು ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ. We behold it everywhere. We look at it here and there and here. Where do we look? We look it on the earth. We search it on the earth, in the air, everywhere. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಹುಡುಕ್ತೇವೆ. We search it on the earth and in the air, which we lost. But it never comes again. We cannot search it again. It never comes again. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಸಿಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಸುಮಧುರವಾಗಿ ಸಂಕ್ಷಿಪ್ತವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So we should not waste our time. So be better in every time. ನಾವು ಇದ್ದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಗಿಂತ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. So I think you have enjoyed the poem. Only thing is that we should not waste the time. Not only food, we should not waste even time. Time is very precious. So let's check up how much we have understood. What happens when youth departs? When youth departs, dream departs, strength departs, everything departs. How does a person feel when he is youthful? A person feel beautiful in his youth. The poet says we sigh in vain. Why? The poet sigh in vain because we have long deep breath showing disappointment that we did not do this, we did not do that. We lament for this. Dukha padteve. Where does a person look for youth after it is gone? A person looks for youth on the earth and in the air. Means that person looks youth everywhere which is gone. Why does poet compare losses and gains in youth? So because when we do something, we face losses and gains. That's why he compares losses and gains can be compensated. We can get benefit by loss, or we can say we can get the benefits after working hard. What is the message of the poem? The main message of the poem is youth is the best time in our life. We should not waste it. We have to use it for the betterment of our life. So this is what that we can understand. So read the next read that we can appreciate. One more thing, figures of speech is there, that I already discussed. Metaphor, But when youth, the dream also departs. The poet in this line brings about indirect comparison, that what I told, understood simile. Youth and dream both are compared. Comparison is implied, that is metaphor. ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೂಪಕ ಅಲಂಕಾರ ಅಂತೀವಿ. So what is metaphor then? Metaphor is a figures of speech in which two different objects having at least one thing in common are compared. Two objects are common, but that those two objects have common factors. But comparison is indirect. Comparison here indirect and implied. So we can see so many things. Youth are the salt of a nation. Youth, salt, both are compared. So in this way, we can learn so many things from your life. We have our life. That is, youth is the best phase or best stage of our life. We have to take best use of it. That much we can say. So let's learn how can we write the summary easily. Please note down here, children. It's a fine poem written by Richard Henry Stoddard. Here, the poet tells us about the importance of youth. We can gain though we get losses. Every pain has balm. But when the youth departs or goes away, departs from us, dream also departs from us. It takes everything from us. So it never comes again. We are stronger, better in youth. Youth is sweet and beautiful. We should not waste and search it afterwards. because it means youth never it never comes again. It never comes again. So dear children, so these are some points. With these points we can learn how to write summary. So if you practice in this way, certainly you can write at least half page about that poem. If you develop like this, you can easily get 3 or 4 marks in SSLC examination. So practice it now. So pause your video and note down. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಿಡಿಯೋವನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಪೇಜ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ. SLC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 ಅಥವಾ 4 ಅಂಕಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಈಗಿಂದಲೇ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸರಳವಾಗಿ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Right, dear children? So thank you, dear children, teachers, friends, for giving your valuable time and learning together. Please share these videos to your friends and students so that they can learn easily at their home, which will be free for everyone. So this is the end of prose and poetry section. Only one supplementary reading is remained, that we shall discuss it in the next video. Okay, and I have given all links in description box, and please watch all my videos and share all my videos to your friends and students. So ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಬಂಧು ಭಗಿನಿಯರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತೆಯರಿಗೆ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ರೂರಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಲವಾರು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮೂಡಿಸಿ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಆಶಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪೋಯಟ್ರಿ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮೈ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ help all the children to learn together in free manner. So thank you everyone. Still, if you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel and join in the path of learning. So thank you. Take care.